I've been looking for the wrong thing for too long. I've had quite a lot of success, but it feels wrong. Searching every night and day for someone I can sway, but no, I'm letting go. My holiness is gone. Ciao bambini, as we say in Italy. Hello babies, welcome back to another Boy with a Heart episode. Today, let's break some hearts. Just kidding, we're here to prevent that, but maybe we'll end up breaking my own heart along the way. This episode is a little wild, the wildest one I've made. It came in a time when I was readjusting back to living in Nebraska after a 4-month mission trip for my church. Having that experience of leaving something that is so regimented to having all of my freedom back kind of pushed me off the deep end and allowed me to make some choices that I normally would not have made. I was genuinely just finding myself still a teenager, 19 years old, and as a result, this episode is just absolutely insane. So, judge me or not judge me, but disclaimer out of the way, let's get into this crazy episode. A couple weeks after I got home, I'm with my friends and we go to this park super late at night. And there's this girl that is in a car that I can see across the way, and I just had to go talk to her. Now, the funny part was, this park is known for having like druggies. And before we got out of the car, my friend said, "Adam, don't talk to anybody here." And I was like, okay. First thing I do when I got out of the car, make eye contact with this girl in the other car and go straight to her. It's her, a gay guy, and her lesbian friend. At the time, I didn't know that she was bi or lesbian. I just was like, she was cute, redhead, short. I was like, hey, frick, does do it. Later, I found out she did in fact smoke weed. And so, yeah, that was a thing. But I was like, literally blew my friends off to go hang out with this chick, and we just like kind of like trailed behind my friends and we're talking, and we took this little like steep little hike down some stairs that were built into the hill face, and well, they weren't looking like we got hid behind a tree, just started making out. Like straight up, girl I met like 5 minutes previously at a park, known for having like druggies there. I was that far gone and that down bad after my mission that I was like, just give me a girl that's attractive. And that was the one I chose. The story gets even better. So her other two friends were obviously around. They were looking out for her safety. You know, I'm also a stranger. And for some crazy reason, I decided to go scale the side of this hill without the stairs with the gay guy. And it was muddy because it had rained either the previous day or the morning of. And we slid down the hill and weren't able to get back up. I had my phone in my hand, and like somehow mud had gotten in the speaker and the microphone. Somehow mud had gotten in the microphone of my phone. I'm like crawling and scrambling, like trying to get up this hill, but it's not working. And so when I finally accept the fact that I can't get back up, as the gay guy's also there with me, druggy stranger, I'm a little concerned for my safety, and my friends are calling me, and I'm speaking into the phone, and they just can't hear crap, and they're like, what is going on, bro? They thought the guy kidnapped me. And so we had to walk like 15 minutes on the gravel road, and my shoes are covered in mud, so I was barefoot too, and I'm holding him in my hand. I'm just walking up this like gravel road. Like, no, it was asphalt. It was not even gravel. Asphalt road, a super steep hill that a car has a hard time going up to go back to where we were at. And along the way, there's this other car that pulls up, and there's a bunch of just random black girls in there. And I hop on the roof of the car along with this other guy, and we hold on, and they just like are cruising up this hill and down this hill, and we're just hanging on for dear life and just having a blast and doing stupid crap. And like my friends are thinking, what is going on? So what's happening with them is like they're calling me, they can't get a hold of me. This girl whose gay friend has fallen down the hill with me is starting like bawling, whether I don't know if she was bawling because she didn't know what was going on or if her emotions were crazy because of the drugs, but like they told me that she was just bawling the whole time while we were gone. It's like, what? That's so random. And I don't know what her other girlfriend was doing, but she just had to hang out with my friends while she waited for her gay friend to get back. As a result of just that weird experience, I ended up getting tight with this gay guy. You know, you fall down a mountain together and you walk back up and you hold on to a car.
and you become friends. So like we got each other's information, and he actually visited me at work like once or twice later when I was working at my poke shop and Thai rolled ice cream shop, and I made him some stuff. And okay, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So when I said goodbye, like we got back in my car, my friends were like, we're getting out of here. So, and I drove them. So I had the keys too. They couldn't leave me. They probably would have left me if it wasn't for that. But I had the keys. We get in my car. We start driving to go away, and the other car's like following us. And like my new girlfriend was like on the hood of the car this time. And I went over there and straight up kissed her, like right in front of my friends. But they weren't even like looking at what I was doing. They just saw me get out of the car and run over to the other car and then come back. And like, what did you just do? I was like, I kissed her. Like, cap, not. I was like, yeah. I don't know why they didn't believe me. He's like, whatever, I'm ballsy, whatever. So yeah, anyway, take them off. They gave me so much crap for that. And they also thought it was like just the funniest thing in the world because we all made out safely. But they also said, yeah, you're never coming here again with us. We come back. Like the next week we came back. Crap. Okay. So this guy, the gay guy, and then the girl without her other friend, like the next week we hung out. Gay guy's driving. I'm in the backseat with her. We're making out. We're freaking making out, teeth banging as he's hitting speed bumps. We're just like on top of each other in the back seat, unbuckled, and just like rolling with the car. Dude must have been high or something because he was driving crazy. That was like the peak of my like craziness is just gay guy I met at this hill. I got in a car again alone with him and this girl that I met who smoked weed. And at that point, I think I knew that because I kissed her and smelled the weed on her breath. I just went with it. I was so down for some crazy experience that I just did that. Okay. This girl that I was just into, obviously everyone has something to contribute, but she was just not my type of person, like not a spiritual person, not like somebody who was like concerned with thinking deeply. She was like chill, like her brain's just chill. She's smoking weed, she's chill. That was the vibe I got. But I kind of liked that because my whole life I'd been around people that were deep philosophical thinkers. I was drawn to somebody that was just like the opposite. So we actually end up like I drive her home alone. So the other guy drops me off like my car or whatever. I get alone with her and we're driving and we're having conversations, and I'm actually realizing she is interested in having deep conversations. It's just that, the right time. And maybe when there's not so much weed in her brain, she can think and talk. It was quite interesting talking to her when she wasn't high, because something that I did not anticipate is her receptiveness to my spirituality and my religion. She actually was a very introspective person and had desires to learn more about religion. And so she was listening to me on this 30-minute car ride. Her house was so far away out into the boonies. So I have a lot of time to just chat with her about my crazy beliefs, subjective crazy, because they're so different than what normal Christianity believes. And so we're getting to the deep, deep doctrine, and she's just eating it up. And I'm like, where was this girl in my past? So I'm actually like really enjoying her receptiveness. But in the back of my mind, I know that this girl is not for me. And so as I'm driving to her house, I'm just thinking like, I know this is going to be the last time we're together. I know this is going to be the last time I see her. So that was what it was. It was just that last car ride with somebody that you're saying goodbye to, but you still could connect to. I don't know. It was one of those could have happened situations where, yeah, we could have had a relationship and it could have worked, but it didn't happen because I didn't let it happen. After some of my own introspection and considering what I actually wanted for my future and who I wanted for my future, I realized she was not the person for me. I dropped her off at her house and like kissed her and said goodbye. Slowly, stopped texting her, not ghosted her, but there was no relationship to begin with. I hung out with her once before, so that was the second time. And the lesson I learned from that, it's got to be a different one than I've normally experienced, because oftentimes the girls are the one ending in the past, and this was one when I was finally able to say no, able to turn down somebody that wasn't for me. And it felt different this time because I recognized that there was a lot of power when you're the person on the other side, when you're the person that has to say no. I never really got over that. I don't like saying no. It's not in my nature to reject someone's affections than they care for me. It's a dangerous thing to be so open and receptive to people that you lower your standards because someone shows you attention and affection. You got to be aware of who is the right person for you. And so just because someone comes your way does not mean that you should be with them. So the lesson I took away from this is introspection is key. Gain some experience with them, go on a few dates, but at some point you want to make sure that the time you're investing into a relationship is into somebody that you want and you feel comfortable around. At the end of the day, I didn't feel comfortable around her enough to be emotionally open with her. And that's an essential part of any relationship. So it was cooked from the get-go, but it was a heck of a story, even if it didn't work out. If there's anything that I did pull away from this experience, 5 years later, the guy that I fell down that hill with still Snapchats me. So it wasn't for nothing. It wasn't for nothing. Well, boys, that was fun. I'm glad we did this. Hope you enjoyed the craziness, the crazy adventure that I took you on. Somehow I made Nebraska exciting. In all of it. In all of its glory, Nebraska was exciting when I was there. And I miss it. I miss it dearly. Even though now I'm living my best life in Italy, there's just parts of home that were sacred to me and my friends that are sacred to me there. Introspection. That's the word I want to leave y'all with. Be introspective when it comes to relationships and don't just take what comes. Analyze it. Make sure it's the best thing for you. Make sure that you guys go break some hearts out there, but only the ones that are worth breaking, and save the ones that are worth saving. Deuces, boy with a heart out.
I just wanna hang out, hang out, hang out. It's time I put my fun aside. The long and hard and I decided girlfriends make out just